Hello everyone, how are you? It's my last day in Sao Paulo, I can't believe it. So I've had quite a good rest this morning, quite a good chill out, and now I'm going out into the city for my last day. One other thing I wanted to show you was, I don't know if you can see behind me, I'll just show you this. They've set up the Praça República for the Gay Pride Parade. So I didn't know this was happening. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss it. But that looks like it's going to be a mega party. It's going to be a huge event, and they're putting up stands and a stage in the Praça República for that event. So it's going to be a big party, I think. Anyway, I'm going into town now. I'm going to do some interesting stuff and make the most of my last day in Sao Paulo and see what the city has to offer. So it looks like the Gay Pride's actually already started. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, it's got like a festival carnival atmosphere going on. It's pretty cool, but it's just starting. People are dancing already, so people are getting in the mood. Really nice day, really sunny, so it's going to be a good party, I think. Looking good. Right, so the Pride event is very much in full swing, and this area here is where all the stalls are for food, and a bit further down at the back that's more like merchandise and products and book stalls and things like that, pamphlets and information. So yeah, it's like still quite early, but the Brazilians are really good at organising parties and doing stuff like that. And but it's already got this carnival atmosphere going on. It's really good. So I'll just show you behind me here. They've got a big Amstel. It actually looks like a brewery, but I think it's just a bar. Like they've got two massive vats of Amstel. They've got quite a lot of bars down there as well, and the pride is spreading like to the whole of the Praça República, so taking up the whole central space. So yeah, it's a really good atmosphere. Everybody's really chilled out and looks like everybody's enjoying themselves, which is nice. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be a great day. It looks like it's going to be really fun. Right everyone, I'm on Avenida Paulista again, and it looks like Avenida Paulista has been sort of closed off for cars, and there's a Gay Pride stuff going on here as well. So it's obviously a really big event. There's a band behind me, sort of here, who are warming up, who sound really good. They sound decent. I'll just show you the Avenida Paulista so you can have a look. The other day when I came here, it was just full of cars and buses and trucks and lorries. And now they've opened it up for pedestrians and cyclists and people on those little those things. Those little scooter things. Anyway, this is what it looks like. So the band behind me has started. They sound awesome. They've got a bit of Nirvana grunge going on, I think. Hello again. So I've just walked up the Avenida Paulista, which is behind me. The band that I saw were really good. They were really tight. They had a really good sound. They were awesome. I tried to find out the name of the band, but I couldn't, unfortunately. But someone told me that they were doing Rage Against the Machine covers. So yeah, Rage Against the Machine fans will have picked that up, I think. But yeah, they were awesome. Basically, they were really good, and it was cool to see like a free gig. So I'm back at the MASP, which is the Museum for Modern Art in Sao Paulo. I don't know if you can see it behind me. I was hoping to see the Tarsila Amaral exhibition, which I came to see the other day. But again, there is a massive queue. I'll just show you the queue now. So this is obviously a really important and popular exhibition. Yeah, so I don't know, I think I'm gonna leave the exhibition. I think on my last day in Sao Paulo, I don't want to really spend like an hour or so in the queue when there's so much going on in the city today. So I'm gonna have a look at these stands behind me. So I don't know if you can see these stands. They've got like food and stuff next to this park. So I'm now in the Park Trienal. This is quite a small park actually, just off the Avenida Paulista, but it's like a little oasis of greenery right in the middle of the city. And it looks like the kind of place where people who work in this area come for lunch or come for a walk or come for a coffee or something around here just to get away and to get some fresh air. I'm sure these trees are producing some oxygen. Yeah, there's loads of palm trees and loads of foliage. I'll just show you. Hello everyone. I'm just going to get off the Avenida Paulista. I'm going to go check out this shopping centre. So shopping centres in Brazil are really, really popular. They have them in most big-ish cities. Yeah, they're really popular mainly because of the security situation. So you have all the sort of shops and you know, restaurants and cafes and bars in one place, and it's sort of quite secure and it's like a closed off building. So that's one thing. So it's often a place where people go like to sort of hang out and just sort of, I don't know, get a coffee and things like that. It's not just for shopping. So I'm going to have a look in this one. It's called the Cidade Sao Paulo Shopping, and see what's inside. This is actually quite an upmarket shopping centre. It's quite a smart one with sort of quite high-end shops. Another reason why these are so popular in Brazil is because they're air-conditioned and they're indoors. So yeah, in the summer obviously it gets super hot here, and so this is a slightly cooler place. So they normally have a mix of like shops, cafes, and they quite often have a cinema complex as well. So they've kind of got everything in one place. This shopping is super busy at the moment. There's loads of people here. I think it's because it's the bank holiday weekend, plus the Pride Festival, plus the football. Everything's going on here, so hence why it's so busy. yeah, so I'm actually in Starbucks now, so I've just got a coffee. I wanted to come to Starbucks in Brazil because I wanted to try their blend, and they've actually got a bag here. Well, they've got it for sale here. I bought a bag because I wanted to try it. I found it kind of interesting how a big company like Starbucks would come to Brazil because obviously Brazil's like the biggest, producer of coffee in the world, and it's like question marks over why they need sort of companies like Starbucks. So I've read a lot about sort of what Starbucks do here and that kind of thing, and they've actually been pretty successful in branding their company and that kind of thing. So I wanted to come and see what it was like and see like what the Brazil blend was like here compared to the coffees that we drink and Starbucks that we have in the UK also. So this is a really like smart shopping centre. It's really upmarket, loads of really nice shops and things like that. So I'm just gonna have a coffee and then I'm gonna go and wander back out into the Avenida Paulista. Right, I finally made it into the MASP, the Museum of Modern Art in Sao Paulo. I've got into the Sao Paulo exhibition. Basically, I was walking back to the station from the shopping centre, and the queue was really, really short, so I thought I'd just have a look. And I was standing in the queue for about a minute before I got in to buy the ticket, so it's got in really quick. It looks super busy actually, so I don't know, but at least I'll get to see the artworks, see the paintings, and have a look around the gallery. So third time lucky in the MASP. So this is a really fantastic exhibition. It's really interesting. The artworks are really very vibrant and bright, using really interesting colours. So I'm glad I finally persevered and got into the museum to see the exhibition itself. So I read the pamphlet. The actual name of the exhibition is called Cannibalizing Modernism. So Tarsila Amaral was one of the most important artists in Brazil in the 20th century. She spent quite a lot of time in Paris studying and met with lots of other artists there. And some of the themes in her work are to do with industrialization and how industrialization affected like the modern time that she was living in. So the majority of these works were sort of painted in the 20s, 30s and 40s. So there's a really big selection. So her early works are much more, I would say, sort of conservative, and there's some influences from Cubism. And then as time goes on, her actual canvases get larger and more bright and colourful. So this one behind me, for example, is a really good example. And that includes some of the industrialization themes as well. There's also a really good selection of sketches, ink sketches, which are interesting to sort of see how the artist worked through, the process. I'll just try and show you some other artworks so you can have an idea of what the paintings are like here. There's another very interesting one here of a port. I'll just show you that. Yeah, so the exhibition itself is really great. I'm really glad that I made it in here. Hello everyone, I'm back in the hotel now. I've just had some dinner just close to where the hotel is here, near the Praça República. This area is great for restaurants. There's really reasonable places where you can get buffet and barbecue restaurants, and it's really reasonable here, so that's great. I paid 28 reais for the food itself, which was buffet and barbecue, which is about £6, and it's like unlimited, so that's really good. So it's been a cool day. It's been a really fun day. I've really enjoyed it. It was great seeing all the gay pride stuff in the central square. And yeah, also going to Avenida Paulista, seeing the bands. Getting into MASP to see the exhibition was a highlight actually, because I wasn't kind of expecting to get in because of the queues and everything. But I really enjoyed the exhibition. It was really, really high quality, really interesting paintings from a really interesting painter. So that was really good. While I was actually filming in the gallery, my phone ran out of storage space. So yeah, that broke the filming, which is actually probably good because I've been babbling on so much for the past few days. It's probably good to like cut it short a little bit. Anyway, it was a great exhibition. I'm just going to show you the poster that I bought, which is a really great poster as a memento of the actual exhibition, and that's got one of the most prominent pictures on it as well. So yeah, Sao Paulo itself is such a brilliant city. Like, there's so much going on here, there's so much energy. Yeah, it's just got a great vibe, a great atmosphere. So I highly recommend the city itself.